Hi, it's Amy Ehlers, the Wake Up Call Coach, coming to you on a Wake Up Call Wednesday. Oh yeah. And I'm here to talk about my inner control freak. Okay, so here's the deal. I was on a coaching call with my amazing business partner at Inner Mean Girl Reform School, Christina Rilo, with our coach, the phenomenal Alexis Martin-Neely, and I got kind of called out. Not kind of. Actually, I completely got called out, thank you, Alexis, on trying to control. Now, I have never really thought of myself as a control freak. And in this moment, I suddenly realized that although I don't feel like I try to control other people, like becoming a mom really laid that down on the line for me when I finally had to surrender that I could not make my baby eat, I could not make my baby go to the bathroom, I could not make my daughter learn how to be potty trained, I could not make a baby or my daughter go to sleep. You know, you have to surrender a lot of these things when you become a parent, as I know a lot of you moms and dads out there know. So I feel like on a lot of levels, I've released and surrendered control around other people. But when it comes to things in my life, to creating, to manifesting, if you will, I do have an inner control freak that has completely reared her ugly head. And all because I have declared 2012 is the year of being divinely led. Whew. I don't know if you saw my last video, awaiting further instructions. January, the entire month of January, really since my book launch, I've been really sitting and awaiting further instructions from the divine, God, universe, Buddha, Allah, whatever it is that you call it. I've been really waiting for that. And I realized that actually I needed to have an entire year of being divinely led. And what does that mean? It means I need to peel my sticky fingers off the steering wheel and get out of the driver's seat of my life and really sit in the passenger seat. Because I realized that I've been doing about 80% of the work and letting the universe come in and help and support me with about 20%, usually in the form of inspiration, which is really awesome. My inner wisdom, the divine will say to me, go and do this, Amy. And I'll say, okay, I got it. And then it's like I just take it from there and run with it and make it happen. And as we teach in Inner Mean Girl Reform School, in the Inner Wisdom Golden Circle, in our Inner Wisdom Circles, in all of the programs, in my book, Big Fat Lies Women Tell Themselves, we talk all about letting your inner wisdom lead. And yet I realized here I was, letting my inner wisdom lead in all sorts of areas, but really when it came down to it, I'm curious, what would my life look like by the end of 2012 if I showed up with 20% of the work and let the divine do the 80%? And again, there's my inner control freak going, what are you talking about? You can't let yourself be divinely led. This is crazy. I can't just trust that it's all going to work out. I can't just trust. And so, of course, the perfect playing fields are rising up to meet me so that I can learn how to practice trust. And so I am just coming out with it because you know me, I'm a truth teller. And so I'm slaying the big fat lies around control in my life. And I was looking at big fat lie number 45 in my book, I Can Control Others. And I realized the focus of that was really around other people. And now what I'm really deepening on is this idea of not trying to control all of the other things in my life. So as I see these things that come up and I feel that sense in my body of my inner control freak starting to freak out, wanting to control, that feeling of grasping, that tightening in my body, those are the moments. And I commit this to you and I invite you to join me. In those moments, if you have that inner control freak, let's just take a pause, take a breath, breathe in, and just invite in our inner wisdom in that moment. Invite in to stop needing to be a leader all the time and instead be divinely led. So I would be delighted to hear your comments below. Let me know if you have an inner control freak and if you'll join me on this practice this entire year of really letting that inner control freak, setting her free. She can go and control. I'll let her control some specific things in my life. She can control, having some things a little more organized in my life. But I'm not going to let her control and run the show. She is out of the driver's seat. I'm out of the driver's seat. And divine, I welcome you in. So it's Amy Ehlers, the Wake Up Call Coach, signing off, sending you love. And make sure to stay tuned because later this week I'm going to be sending you some special opportunities around the Inner Wisdom Golden Circle, which we enroll only once per year. Okay, bye-bye.